Hey, I'm keynote speaker and coach Jones Loflin, helping you make the best choices with your time so you can thrive. I was recently coaching someone who's in a new leadership role within their organization. As we talked about some of their opportunities for improvement, they said, I want to get better at having difficult conversations. Inquiring further, I found out that their concern was that they just didn't know what to say in the heat of the moment, and they were afraid they would say the wrong thing or that they would look weak to that other person, so they just avoided the conversations altogether. If you're a little uncomfortable with the pace of a fast conversation and need to slow it down, or you need a moment to gather your thoughts, here are 5 phrases you can use to gracefully ask for that moment to think. The first one is, tell me more. Most of the time when people give us information or present their side of the story, they leave out some details. And so by saying, tell me more, 2 things are happening. One is they're going to clarify or go deeper with what they're telling you. And secondly, your mind is now ready to process that information better because it's already had a taste of that information in the previous moment. A second phrase to use is, let me make sure I understand this. You repeat it back to them to check in to make sure that you understood what they were saying, and it also allows your mind to begin thinking of a response while you're actually repeating it back to them. A third suggestion is to say something like, hold on for a second. I want to make sure I give you the best answer. It shows respect for that other person that rather than just say something that may be wrong or may be incomplete, you want a moment to craft the best answer for them to prevent problems later. A fourth suggestion is to say something like, I hadn't thought of it that way. Give me a second to process it. It's better than saying, well, I don't know or I don't understand. You hadn't thought of it that way, and now you need a moment to process so you can ask them some clarifying questions to better understand what they're talking about. My 5th suggestion for you is the one that will definitely give you a moment, is to simply say, interesting. In fact, don't say it like that. Say it like, interesting. See how much time that got you to think about what your response is going to be to them, and it only took one word, interesting. Being thoughtful in your communication as a leader is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of respect for that other person and a desire to best serve their needs in the response that you give to them. Using phrases like this will give you that moment to think and ensure that you are coming across as the strong leader that you want to be with them. I'm Jones Loflin. I hope it's a fantastic week for you where you take a moment to think before responding to the members of your team. Thanks for spending a few minutes with me today in the Jones Zone.